Hey guys, what's up? It's Jordan with the Multicore, and this is...
Wesley. Here I have... Did you already say your name?
Yes.
Should we restart this?
Again? Yeah.
Okay, we're going with it. Bloopers included. Today we are ranking...
I didn't do nothing.
What are we ranking today, Jordan?
All the Pokemon games and our personal preference, but also combined to have a little bit of fun in the mix. So we're going to be starting off with green and obviously ending up with the newer titles. Get ready to hear some fun chats.
So let's start off here. Well, let's look at our tiers first. We have starting with not played, awful, below average, average, really fun, and greatest hits. Let's start with this Japan only. Well, I believe it's Japan only. Leaf version for Game Boy.
So green, I haven't actually played it, but based on what I've seen, it's exactly like red, blue, yellow.
Right.
It's gonna be pretty fun.
Right. Plus,
it's different though, and it had its own kind of, I guess, its own different storyline. I guess I don't really know. I haven't played it. Based on what I've heard, it's really good. Not played though.
Well, plus the American version, we will rank the Leaf Green. That's the American version.
Yes, sir.
Alright, let's keep going. We have a very popular one, community favorite here. Red version for Game Boy Color.
So we're probably going to get roasted on this, but I don't even remember what the differences between red and blue were. Like, as far as which ones you could get. I know it was...
I think that's it.
No, there were a couple different generation exclusives. I know it had to do with the Pokemon that you could catch up on the Cerulean Bridge area up towards the Cerulean Cave, that patch of grass. As far as where it was, I don't remember, but to start things off with Pokemon, you have to put that in the greatest hits. Because Pokemon was like the thing as a kid. I started out in school not even having a Game Boy or anything like that, and yeah, I played cards.
So you think it's the greatest hit?
And then I got into this. I couldn't put it down. I had nights where I would be like, I'd be hiding it from my dad underneath my sheets with the brightest light in the world just to play it on the color. Like, it was the thing to play.
Okay,
And
I don't know if I would put it at greatest hit. I will say at the time it came out, it was a greatest hit.
Okay.
But if we're talking about today's standards, plus mixed with all these other games that we have to rank,
Well, are we?
I would have to put it at average.
No. I'm gonna completely
average,
disagree
bro.
with you on that one. You have to put it in...
Let's put it in between since we're both mixed on this.
Alright.
Yeah,
No, you're right. Let's put it in average. Because it didn't have all the features it could have. It didn't have...
It doesn't live... It's not replayable. I mean, it is. Don't get me wrong. First
okay, you're gonna get hated on.
Well, first couple playthroughs, whatever, just to experience it, you know, just to say you played it, if you played all the other ones.
Yep.
Then yeah, it's a fun game. It's a fun game still.
Yep.
But like when you're ranking all the other ones with it,
yeah,
it's
you're
really
right.
hard to say.
It's there to start it out, but it's not really that top tier.
Like at the time of this, like I said,
right.
At the time of this coming out, it's the greatest hit.
So right at the same time, then we have the pretty much exact same copy, which is blue.
Blue's not on here, is it?
Yeah, it's right there.
So blue, average.
You got to.
Now yellow will be a little bit higher.
The yellow was... I played this game up until high school. I had my one copy, my purple see-through Game Boy Color, and it was the thing I played up until high school before I finally lost it or whatever happened. Yellow is definitely going into really fun because that just upped the ante on what Pokemon did at the time, and for its time change, that was big.
I agree. Really fun. If we had to put one of those a little bit higher than the other, I would say yellow for sure. Silver, I believe. No.
So
it's like the same thing, but it's with color though.
It is, but here's the thing. With silver and gold, I was not personally a fan because I was too young back when I had played these titles in order to kind of say, hey, this is this, like from red and blue to gold and silver. I was not aware of the differences in like how things worked. And to be honest, as a kid, I hated that Route 1 or Route 2 or whatever it was in You know, gold and silver, like the very first route you go on. I hated it. I couldn't get past it. The Lord knows what it was. I rage quit on that. Being dead honest. From there, I had.
The Alchemist copyright strike.
And yes, that was Wesley's ringtone.
Yeah, Gerudo Valley people, do not come after me. Okay, let's not go 20 minutes of game here. But yeah, so below average?
Yeah.
Really?
We'll get into their remakes here in a minute.
I don't know. We'll put it there for now. We have to see at the end.
We can always rearrange.
Below average, so heart gold. Where would you put the same thing?
Gold was the same thing because I played gold and silver, but I played more gold than I did silver.
And again, we didn't get this in America.
Crystal, we did.
No, we didn't.
Crystal was
No, we did not get this.
I know I had it as a
This is a region exclusive. Just like green. Just like this one?
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, bro.
Crystal is a... People in the comments roast this guy. Crystal is a US game, and I played it. It was way better than gold and silver, just because by the time I actually played it, it was.
So average on?
Average.
Alright. Let's see, are you starting the video?
So from here, I guess we're going to start off by going to the Game Boy.
Advance.
We have...
Sapphire. Really fun.
So Sapphire, for me, was the
Average.
first real competition I got into with Pokemon. It was one of those ones that I couldn't stop playing as well. Like, Pokemon fan here, kind of Pokemon fan, nerd, whatever.
Well, hold on, we're talking about the games. I hardcore played these games too.
Did you?
Yes, I did. All the way up till...
Did you do it competitively?
No, I still played through the stories and everything. I still try to learn the games.
Alright.
I clicked through the cards too.
Yeah, alright.
I just don't awfully active into it right now.
Alright. I would put average on Ruby and Sapphire. The reason for them being they're basically just generation differences.
Right.
But when it comes to Emerald, the difference between Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald when that Battle Frontier came around,
you know what?
And you had that massive area difference. Emerald was just so good, you can't put it in really fun. It has to be greatest hits.
Alright, boom. It was the greatest hit.
It was one of the best Pokemon games I've ever played.
Yeah, that is true. I love... Well, again, I got into Pokemon, like the games, when the lineup of the advanced versions came out, like Leaf Green, Fire Red.
Okay.
So, for me, because of that, Leaf Green is the greatest hit.
Leaf Green was amazing. Fire Red was amazing.
Yeah, they're both good.
I had both put in really fun just because they were already kind of done at that point, and people loved it, don't get me wrong. I did. Yeah. I remember getting an Eevee and training as a Vaporeon just non-stop and having a Charizard and you could go non-stop on these guys.
So based off the Game Boy era of Pokemon games, I think that doesn't look too bad so far. Let us know down below if you would put one of these
in the greatest hits or anywhere else.
Yeah.
If you maybe disagree with us.
Or who knows, you could be putting these two down here just because they don't have color. I don't know. It's your preference though. So.
Yep.
Alright, we're going to the DS era, the heavy era of Pokemon games.
Ooh.
Let's start with Diamond here.
Tricky.
So Pokemon Diamond, you guys, is my personal all-time favorite game. I know a lot of people love is it Sinnoh or Sinnoh? I never know.
Don't listen to them, people. It's called the Sinnoh region originally. We'll get into this a little bit later, but the Pokemon Arceus actually takes place in the origins of Sinnoh before it was called Sinnoh. I believe I'm saying this correctly, don't butcher me, but I may be butchering the name. It's the Hisu region, or Hisu.
So Jordan, I think we'll have to agree on this. I think Diamond is really fun.
Diamond, I'd put in really fun. The first DS game that I've ever played was actually Pearl, but I didn't like it near as much as Diamond. When I played Diamond, I was like, okay, Pearl, you're going in the drawer.
I agree. I like Diamond way more than Pearl. If I have to put, to me, they're not the same tier.
No, I would put Pearl even below, just because Pearl had its ups and downs, but
yeah, I could agree with that. And I wouldn't say Pearl is as good as Leaf Green either.
No.
So I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Because especially with Platinum here, this is the greatest hit. I'll tell you what.
No, I agree with that.
It's just like Diamond and Pearl, but with more content.
And it's steroids.
And that extra story.
To have the overworld and then Oh god, they're gonna butcher me on this, but the reverse world, thank you, brain. The reverse world where Giratina lives is utterly beautiful for its time.
Yeah,
Giratina has to go up there.
Yeah, it's a greatest hit, 100%. It's still worth
They
so much
improved
money.
everything that was wrong and made it so much better.
Yeah, plus that, again, the post content after you beat in the game, it's just crazy.
They were pretty similar compared to Diamond and Pearl, but
yeah, it just adds more stuff.
Game, but it added more.
And that's why it's a greatest hit. Heart Gold and Soul. Let's start with Heart Gold. Did you ever have the Pokewalkers with these?
Actually, I was one of the lucky people to have my Pokewalker up until it didn't work. Not because it didn't.
Was it notorious known for breaking?
Mine just ended up running out of battery, and I never knew how to replace the battery. I think I still have it in my room.
I've never even seen one on this.
But I know it doesn't work, so.
Heart Gold. I don't know if I want to put greatest hit.
No, here's where I come in on this.
Yeah,
because I can understand where you're coming from, not wanting to put it in a greatest hit, but it was still like up there, like that. It was top tier.
Yeah, these are worth a lot.
Because they've held their value. Not only have they, oh my god, you're gonna get roasted just for that. So they've held their value. They've held player value. They've held replayability. They've held every single thing about them. Not only that, you could go through and do the extra post-game tasks from Heart Gold, Soul Silver, from the Ruby and Sapphire days, and you got the red orb and the green orb, and then you got the emerald orb. You were an unstoppable player in your high school. Like, you were known to be that kid. I'd put this one in really fun.
Really fun? Okay, I agree.
And Heart Gold, same in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, they gotta go in the same place.
You think so?
I do.
They're practically the same game.
They are. The only differences were I thought Heart Gold was a little bit easier because you literally just walk up a tower unlike in Soul Silver where to find Lugia, you gotta go through that maze of a cave, and if you didn't know where you're going on that, you were in trouble.
Now, I love Lugia, but honestly, if I had to put, I would put it here. But I don't know. Really fun. Really fun.
Really fun.
Debatable.
Debatable.
All of these are debatable, though, honestly.
So, Wesley, where was your favorite region? I guess we should talk. Sinnoh? I'm going to disagree. I'm one of those weird people that absolutely love the Unova region. I know everybody says the anime and the TCG and everything died after Sinnoh, but I was one of those people where I actually really liked Black, Black and White 2. Because not only did they give you one game, they gave you two. I could go on and on about this. Like, its pros and cons were amazing. It wasn't hard. It wasn't easy. It wasn't the perfect playthrough, don't get me wrong. But it had its challenge, it had its difficulties, and if you knew how to counteract your Pokemon to every single situation in that game, you were golden. I'm talking Black, White 2. Like, it was just all four of those.
So I knew before recording this video, when we got to this part of the Pokemon lineup, Black and White series, I knew this is where we're going to have huge
disagreements, unfortunately.
Because he's right. The Pokemon fan base kind of, some of them did leave the series when these came out. Whether it was due to age or just the games itself, because the games looked completely different as well. I would say Black and White is... Are they the same name?
They have their similarities. They were the same basic game. For me, the Black and White were actually better than the secondary series. Yes, the secondary series added more to it.
Oh, you think I'm gonna get roasted?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a debate.
Just something about the post-game or the mid-game of Black and White 2 was a little bit off for me. If it were me, I'd put Black and White 2 under the below-average Black and White at average.
Hold on. You're saying Black?
Sorry.
The first Black. Let's just talk about the first Black. Where would you rank this?
Black, really fun. The reason for that being is I was a try-hard on this.
You're playing that above Pro.
Yes.
You'll play that over Pro? You'll play that over all of these?
By far.
Okay, what about White?
White was actually my next tier. I would play white above black. That's me.
White's
Not everybody. Nobody's gonna agree with me on that. That's just my personal preference.
I'll let you have this one. You want that greatest hit?
The reason for that being Zekrom being the electric dragon that he was, unstoppable if trained properly. Zekrom and White ain't going greatest hit. I'm sorry.
Alright,
you guys can hate me all you want. You see me in the street, kick me. Don't expect an unfair fight in the end because you will get a fight and kick me.
So with that being said, so what was that white up there?
Those black and white. So black and white too, though, they had their amazing qualities. They would go in really fun. Because not only did they have like the battle tower, they had their challenge tower, whether it was in Black or White City. Everything about all four of those games were just so fun to me.
Okay, I would say I never gotten a chance to play Black 2 or White 2. I've had the games maybe twice as a collection purpose, but I never actually played them. At least I'm admitting to it. Black and White, again, just like Jordan said, this is where literally a lot of people did leave Pokemon for a while. And I was one of them, actually. White, I just didn't like the legendary Pokemon. I didn't even like the name of the game itself.
Yeah.
So I was like, eh.
The name is what I think threw a lot of players off. Like, really, they're just going to go that dull.
Like, I heard, like, our friend Andrew, he loves Black 2 and White 2. He's saying White 2 is the greatest hit, or Black 2, I mean.
Don't get me wrong, I love both of them. I love all four, but if I had to put one in greatest tier.
So would you play Heart Gold over Black 2 and White 2 and Black?
No. I love the Unova region. You will not see me put anything else, in my opinion, is better than the Unova. But I'm being fair here. That's just my personal friendship.
Because me personally, I want to put Pearl below these, honestly.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, we all have our differences.
Everyone thinks the DS era is the God tier era of Pokemon, and I agree with that. Now we have the next era, 3DS. Oh wait, hold on. Are we leaving Black 2 and White 2 here?
Yes.
Alright.
By far.
Now this is where I did come back to the Pokemon games.
Okay.
So X.
What was your personal opinion of X?
X is, I don't like the legendary Pokemon. It's just a reindeer. You know what I mean.
Xerneas was an overpowered mythical reindeer. Sorry, but I actually agree with him on that.
Average game.
Yes, it introduced Mega Evolution. Yes, it introduced this and that.
And the 3D, and the world was much more detailed, and it's fun if you have a 3DS, and that was like the first game with it. But if you had Y with it, I'm clearly playing Y.
Yeah.
Because Y was I love Yveltal.
Yveltal is amazing.
Not exactly a greatest hit, I would say.
But it was close.
It was close.
It missed it by a shy mark for me.
Yeah, I will put it right there. You know what, we will rearrange this tier, I believe. I'm already disagreeing with most of this. And then as far as, and everyone remembers the days where, like, Z was rumored for the longest time.
Oh, don't get me started on that. Like,
hell,
when I played Y competitively during school, they could be. I mean, who knows at this point, right? They're making X and Y and the brilliant diamond, shining pearl, and everything. Who knows?
So here we have Alpha Sapphire, the next line. Just a remaster, though.
It's a remaster of Ruby and...
See, we put the original Sapphire average.
This one's where it's going to get controversial.
Yeah. Whoa.
Because I would put it below average. Yes, it was fun. Yes, it had its good aspects. The reason for I'm going to put it below average, it was too easy.
Oh, really?
In my opinion, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, both of them go below average. Yes, they were amazing, like graphical and everything else, but their playability, after you did it like twice, you didn't want to play it again, in my opinion. The reason for that being, why I say average or below average, is it was just too easy.
You know, you're playing this below the original Sapphire.
I know.
So you don't think
the originals were way better. No. Yes, they tied in the reason why it was a remake.
But you have like Pokemon like homes. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm talking about? Where you have like your own
secret
like
base?
your own home. Yeah, your base. And you get your
Secret Base was okay, but they did remove that feature fairly quick.
I don't know why they did. I thought that was kind of an okay idea. I completely disagree. You're putting it below average.
Trust me, I still play it, but it's like, it's hard to.
I was gonna say this is the greatest hit.
Really?
So we're completely mixed on this one, which is kind of fun to debate about. Here, I'll tell you why.
Okay.
I really like.
He hates me, by the way.
I really like Kyogre. I know a lot of people don't.
No, I never said I didn't like Kyogre. I said it was too easy.
I know, but that's why I'm basing it off. Kyogre is just like awesome to me. He's a whale, and he's going up against Groudon in this story. But
does anybody else want to reach to the screen and slap him for
he's
that?
He's a whale. He's just a Pokemon whale.
That's why there's a Pokemon called Whale Lord, bro. Like Whale Lord.
I know, but he's a legendary whale.
Legendary whale here, people. You heard it first. You heard it here first.
Gigantic fish. Are you happy?
Gigantic fish is better.
Okay. Well, it's definitely not a below average game. If you think that, you're dumb. You got to be reaching to the screen to get this guy because it's easy.
You called it a whale.
You know what? Average then, because you're not gonna agree with me if I put it anywhere near here.
No.
Average.
Average.
Because it didn't.
Okay, I
did
will
not
admit,
mess up with the original game.
For being too easy, it was. They did it right. They did the remake correctly. They didn't just say, hey, here's the remake of the
original one.
They gave justice to it in more ways than you can count.
Now,
especially if they did the Delta episode.
Omega Ruby is really fun.
Bro, I'm gonna slap you. It's average. We're keeping those two at the same.
Are you kidding
If anything,
me?
Omega Ruby was less than Alpha Sapphire.
Because, oh my god. We're moving on.
We're moving on. Moving on.
We're not gonna agree with those ever.
And I'll tell you why later.
No. Personally. Actually, just right now. Why?
Kyogre had his abilities, and then if you're talking about the game, Groudon was unstoppable. You can't use a fucking water attack on the guy.
You can't use a water attack on the guy?
If you're up against Groudon with his ability, that Primal Draw or whatever it is, water attacks vaporize.
Was there Mega Evolutions?
Primal.
Primal?
Groudon's Primal Evolution, meaning when he had the orb or whatever and he turned into Primal Groudon, you go up against him with Kyogre, you are screwed because Kyogre's attacks couldn't get to Groudon.
Yeah, I guess that's true. That's why everyone bought Mega Ruby.
That's why they bought Sapphire.
Wait, what?
Because they thought, everybody, in my opinion, agreed with the fact that if you're going to play something that OP, you don't deserve to be playing.
Pokemon Sun, you guys. Pokemon Sun.
Oh,
I didn't know we were going to go into a huge debate over this.
Oh, we're going to go into a huge debate on these too, I can tell. Have you even played these?
Yeah, I tried to. They're so long.
Pokemon Sun...
The intros are long, dude.
It had an obsoletely long intro.
Yeah.
It made me not want to play the game.
Luckily, the updated, I'm going to say the updated, Ultra versions are way better. Sun, below average.
I hate Sun.
Dude. They took away gems.
They did
below
this
average.
And this and this and this.
Below average. Nothing saves it.
I'm surprised they had a damn Elite Four in that.
Nothing,
Spoiler.
Nothing saves it. Below average. Because we have the Ultra versions, which are way better. By a little bit. So, I put them...
There was one thing I liked about the Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and that was when you could ride on one of the heroes, going through space-time continuum, or whatever you want to call it, and actually go to different worlds. That, I thought, was amazing.
Yeah, they're just updated versions of Sun and Moon, so average. They're not as bad as these. I could play these compared to these. We'll leave them there for now. I don't know. There's not really much to say besides...
Are we even gonna rank the next two? Are we even gonna debate about these?
Bro, I don't care if they're easy. They're fun.
Alright, I'm gonna walk away from the video now.
Alright, Sword and Shield.
Awful. You haven't played them. This is coming from me as an original red, yellow, blue, leaf green.
I don't want any dislikes on the video though.
we're gonna get disliked either way. So
why would you even debate playing that awful? Why? How could you even say that? You're saying this game is worse than
Sword and Shield were garbage. I'm sorry, guys,
but they're open world.
You can hate me as
they're open world. You can see them.
You're gonna say they're open world, really? They're
You know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
Like, Pokemon, you can see them in the world.
Okay, yes, you can see them. Big difference. I took away another key feature from every other Pokemon game, just like Sun and Moon took away the gyms. You took away not knowing which Pokemon you're gonna get, and then you could just walk into it. You're like, oh, yay, Snorlax in the wild area. Yahoo!
I may have not played them yet, but I'm pretty excited to play them because I'm currently going through Let's Go Eevee right now. But these two games, I'm excited to play. And you playing them in off was retarded just because they're easy.
No, because they just did so much wrong.
Like, okay, what else is wrong with that?
The fact that they took away the ability to actually use HMs. They took away how you...
But do you need them?
Find Pokemon. No, they made services for that. Like in Sun and Moon, like you'd have ride Pokemon. In this, you have ride Pokemon. That's not what it was meant to be.
Nintendo, please sponsor us still. We like you, Game Freak.
We love your games. Don't get me wrong, but the new shit is horrible. Go back to making remakes.
I agree. Disagree.
Speaking of remakes,
these two are staying up. I don't care what you say.
Eevee goes down and Pikachu goes up.
Really? Eevee has the better Pokemon in it.
Yes, Eevee may be the better Pokemon, but you can't evolve him. You can't evolve Eevee into an Evolution. Evolution.
But Eevee alone is always cool also.
Same with Pikachu, but
just put a hat on and boom, we have an evolution of Eevee. Hat Eevee.
Bye guys, have a good time.
Fine, really dude? Really fun?
Just put it up
If my sister was here, she would slap you.
I hope she does.
Let's go Pikachu.
Okay,
honestly, this is just me being...
I don't like his sister.
Jordan, we're gonna get this right now.
It's a joke, you guys.
Alright, those were the last two games we're ranking, because the next three
have not been released.
Yeah, they're not even out yet. Let's just start, we'll talk about it for a little bit. Legend Arceus.
Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Well, obviously we haven't played it, but we can talk about it. Are you excited for the game?
Very.
Does it look promising to you?
It looks like it's going to be its own unique thing, but also focusing on the key elements of Pokemon. And if they do this right, it'll be the best thing they've done in years.
Okay, and then yeah, I'm excited for it too.
The Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, I am also in love with. As soon as that double pack was made pre-orderable, I paid that thing off, no questions.
Yeah, people wanted these two games to be remastered, or at least brought back for the Switch.
I'm happy they did.
And I'm glad, this just shows, listen to your fans. Because not only will you make them happy,
you'll make money.
You make money. I do have to put a disclaimer here though. The guy over here to my right, saying these are awful, is saying he's really hyped for this game, which is using the same damn engine.
Saying the guy that puts his Pokemon Let's Go up in the top tier.
Well,
if you're going to put Let's Go up there, you might as well put Red, Blue,
it's because you were going to put these right here too.
I wasn't, honestly.
Well, okay,
I was going to put them in below average.
Why?
The reason for that being is it's not Pokemon. It's Pokemon Go at this point on the Switch.
It's literally just Pokemon Go, yeah, I know.
And I am...
It's weird. It's definitely weird. Okay, you know what? We'll put one out there for its oh my god, I feel like we're gonna get roasted. We might as well.
We're gonna get in a fight over this too. So if you guys don't see us for a couple weeks, know that we're on
these below average, whatever. Personally though, fun. They're fun.
But I also want to make another change on the list.
That's fine. Alright, yeah, let's look over our tiers.
The reason for this being...
Wait, hold on.
Pearl is going where Diamond is. Diamond is going to Greatest Hits. We have to. Because Diamond was just the thing of its time.
We have to.
That's something we can both agree on right there.
We have to. I've played Diamond like 16 times. Over and over.
Now, there are a few games also missing from this list.
Like what?
These are the mainstream games. There was Pokemon Conquest, the Mystery Dungeon series, the Ranger series. We're not including those in this. Well, some of these are too. Like, Arceus is a spinoff. So that's okay, though. But these are the mainstream games, and this is where we personally had some fun and arguments.
I mean, you can say Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu is definitely a spinoff. Because they definitely don't act like a mainline, that's for sure.
Exactly.
We could definitely agree on that.
And another reason why I do not like Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu from somebody that's beat them, and it's not shiny Charizard on Route 3 is not happy.
Alright, anyways,
you can't do that in a Pokemon game. What is wrong with you, Game Freak?
Did you just flip them off?
I went like this.
Oh, good.
Peace.
We start to be kid friendly here, especially Pokemon.
We're not really kid friendly.
So let's look over our tiers. Let's look over our tiers. Greatest hits. We have Emerald, Platinum, White, and Diamond. Are we sticking with those?
Yes, sir. Well, that's a good amount of.
That is a good amount because we could easily put.
Because we could easily put yellow in there too.
Yeah, well, really?
Yes, really.
We could put White up there. But that doesn't really make sense if we did that.
No.
Anyways, really fun. We have Pokemon Y, Yellow, Leaf Red. Wait, oh my God, Leaf Red, Fire Red, Leaf Green, Pearl, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Black, Black 2, and White 2. If I had to make a change in this tier, it's definitely the Soul Silver. Pokewalker was I never had one. So what do you do with those exactly?
So from my memory and my experience that I remember, you could train your Pokemon via Pokewalker.
Is it just on you as you're walking around?
Like, let's say you're going to school as a kid back in 2009, 2011, whenever the games came out. You had the Pokewalker on you, you weren't able to necessarily play during gym class, right? Your gym teacher made you run a mile. Guess what? You run that mile in gym class, you have the Pokewalker battery charged with that Pokemon on there, you're earning XP.
Do you get to pick the Pokemon, or is it just
you can pick a Pokemon.
Or something.
You can transfer a Pokemon to your Pokewalker. The only thing is, the Pokewalker gets broken while you don't have that Pokemon anymore, and the Pokewalker breaks, you are SOL, sore out of luck.
Pearl's just in here because it's below Platinum and Diamond. It's like the third option I would play out of the three. Soul Silver is arguably, you could debate it, to put in greatest hit, I think it can stay for this video. If I was doing my own personal ranking of this, it would be different. Obviously yours will be too. But as a group decision here, those
you know what?
stay.
I think we can put Soul Silver up in greatest hits. Because from where we based all the others, I kind of feel bad now. I do feel bad because Soul Silver.
Because we did put one of each up there. Well, besides each. Okay, so are we going with Soul Silver because of Lugia, or do you want Ho-Oh?
I don't have a preference. They're both.
Because I love the name Soul Silver. Heart Gold is just like, just.
Gold is worth more.
Is it really?
Than silver, yes.
Alright, well, there you go. We have Soul Silver.
I'm talking rare precious metals, by the way, not the games.
Again, you can debate about it, but Soul Silver, greatest hit, boom. So the rest is okay. Average, we have Red, Blue, Sapphire,
Crystal, Ruby, XY, or X, Mega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon.
Okay, and then below average, Soul,
Gold, Silver, Sun, Moon, Let's Go Eevee, Pikachu. I know I'm gonna get hated on.
You are. Honestly, you are.
There's so many people that like that. But since he hasn't played them and I have.
Do you at least like the Pokemon designs? Do you like the region? Do you like anything of it? Or are you just literally...
Honestly, I really don't. I played through once. And I honestly, I was like, no.
Actually, you guys...
Something irks me about that.
Actually, you guys, you can dislike this video. I'll be okay.
As for that, next thing you know, it's next morning, 12,000 dislikes in 1 hour.
Yeah, watch it actually go that way. And not played, we just haven't played. So, thanks for watching. Let us know down below if you guys even agree with this. Let's be real. Let's be real.
Please also support the channel, even if you do agree, disagree, whatever it may be. We're really going to try hard at this. Wesley, do you have any other words for the multi-core?
Yeah, subscribe. Because if you don't, then subscribe to my channel. A fatal one. I don't know, I can't
Self-report on Among Us coming up next. Psych.
Wait, what? Among Us?
Hey, self-reporting on Among Us.
I would flip you off, but this is made for kids. Not. Alright, see you later. You
Bye,
guys
guys.
subscribe, like, and
Destroy him in the comments.